On January 15, 2025, the United States will pause to witness a time-honored tradition, a president's farewell address. President Joe Biden, after 4 years in the Oval Office, will address the nation one final time as its leader. This speech, delivered from the heart of American power, carries immense weight. It is a moment for reflection, for gratitude, and for setting the stage for the future. As we prepare to hear President Biden's parting words, it's important to remember the journey that brought him to this moment. His story, one of resilience, compassion, and unwavering commitment to public service, is deeply intertwined with the story of America itself. Over 5 decades, he has witnessed the triumphs and tragedies of a nation grappling with its identity and its role on the world stage. President Biden's farewell address is not just a speech, it is a culmination. It is the closing chapter of a remarkable career dedicated to the ideals of unity, progress, and the enduring promise of the American dream. Joe Biden's journey began far from the grandeur of the White House, in the heartland of Scranton, Pennsylvania. His family later moved to Claymont, Delaware, where a young Biden developed a strong work ethic and a deep sense of community. These early experiences would shape his character and fuel his desire to serve others.
In 1972, at the age of 29, I achieved a stunning victory, becoming the 5th youngest person ever elected to the United States Senate. Representing Delaware, I quickly earned a reputation for my ability to connect with people from all walks of life.
His colleagues recognized his empathy, his dedication, and his unwavering belief in the power of dialogue and compromise. Biden's early years in the Senate were marked by personal tragedy. He lost his wife and young daughter in a car accident, a devastating event that tested his spirit. Yet, he found strength in his sons, Beau and Hunter, and in his commitment to serving the people of Delaware. Over the next 3.5 decades, Joe Biden became a fixture in the Senate. He was a leading voice on foreign policy, championing human rights and advocating for American leadership on the world stage. He chaired the Senate Judiciary Committee, overseeing contentious Supreme Court confirmation hearings and shaping crucial legislation. Biden's deep understanding of foreign policy was forged during his years on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. He traveled extensively, building relationships with world leaders and gaining a nuanced understanding of global affairs. His expertise proved invaluable as America navigated the end of the Cold War and the rise of new challenges in the 21st century. Through it all, Biden remained grounded in his commitment to his constituents and to the everyday concerns of working families. He fought for affordable health care, accessible education, and economic opportunity for all. His legacy in the Senate is one of principled leadership, legislative accomplishment, and unwavering dedication to the people he served. In 2008, after decades of dedicated service, Joe Biden was elected Vice President of the United States, serving alongside President Barack Obama. During those 8 years, he played a pivotal role in shaping policy, advising the president, and representing America on the global stage. His experience and steady hand proved invaluable as the nation faced economic turmoil and international crises. Then, in 2020, amidst a global pandemic and a deeply divided nation, Joe Biden answered the call to serve once more. He was elected the 46th President of the United States, inheriting a country grappling with unprecedented challenges. From the outset, his presidency was defined by a commitment to unity, a belief in science, and a deep empathy for the struggles of everyday Americans. President Biden's first term was marked by both triumphs and setbacks. He spearheaded a historic economic recovery, tackled the COVID-19 pandemic with science and compassion, and restored America's standing on the world stage. However, he also faced partisan gridlock, a resurgence of political polarization, and the daunting task of healing a nation fractured by division. Section 5. The Oval Office, a stage for history. As President Biden prepares to deliver his farewell address, the Oval Office takes on a special significance. This room, witness to some of the most consequential decisions in human history, has borne witness to his leadership, his struggles, and his unwavering belief in the American spirit. The Oval Office is more than just an office. It is a symbol of American power, resilience, and the enduring promise of democracy. From this hallowed space, presidents have declared war, signed peace treaties, and inspired generations with their words and actions. It is here that President Biden will deliver his final message to the nation, adding his chapter to the story of American leadership. His words will echo through the halls of history, reminding us of the challenges we have faced, the progress we have made, and the importance of safeguarding the ideals that have guided our nation for centuries. Section 6. A Call for Unity, a Plea for Democracy. While the specific content of President Biden's farewell address remains unknown, we can anticipate certain themes that have been central to his life and career. Unity, a concept he has championed throughout his presidency, is sure to be a central theme. He is expected to call on Americans to bridge their divides, to embrace dialogue over division, and to remember the common bonds that unite us as citizens. Democracy, a fragile institution that has faced numerous challenges in recent years, is another theme likely to resonate throughout his speech. President Biden has often spoken about the need to protect and strengthen democratic norms, both at home and abroad. He is expected to emphasize the importance of civic engagement, the rule of law, and the peaceful transfer of power. His address is likely to be a call to action, urging Americans to remain vigilant in defense of their democracy and to recognize that its preservation requires constant effort and vigilance. He may draw upon his vast experience in government, sharing lessons learned and offering guidance for the future. Section 7. A world engaged, a nation transformed. President Biden's foreign policy achievements are also expected to feature prominently in his address. He will likely highlight his efforts to restore America's global leadership, repair alliances strained during the previous administration, and confront shared challenges such as climate change and nuclear proliferation.
Domestically, President Biden is expected to reflect on the progress made during his presidency. He may point to the economic recovery, the expansion of healthcare access, and investments in infrastructure and clean energy as evidence of his administration's commitment to building a more just and equitable society. He may also acknowledge the challenges that remain, such as income inequality, racial injustice, and the threat of gun violence. His address is likely to be a call for continued progress, urging Americans to remain committed to the pursuit of a more perfect union.
Section 8. Gratitude and Grace, a President's Farewell. Beyond the policy achievements and historical reflections, President Biden's farewell address will undoubtedly be a deeply personal one. He is expected to express his profound gratitude to the American people for the trust they placed in him. "I have been deeply honored to serve as your president. Your faith in me has been a source of strength and inspiration." He may share anecdotes from his time in office, highlighting the resilience and compassion he has witnessed firsthand.
Joe has always been moved by the stories of everyday Americans, their struggles and their triumphs. It's what has driven him every single day.
Family, a cornerstone of Joe Biden's life, will undoubtedly be a central theme. He has often spoken about the unwavering love and support of his wife, Dr. Jill Biden, and his children and grandchildren. His farewell address will likely be an opportunity for him to express his love and appreciation for their unwavering presence in his life. We can expect a heartfelt message of thanks to his staff, his advisors, and all those who have worked tirelessly alongside him during his presidency. His words will reflect his deep respect for public service and his belief in the power of collective action. Section 9. A Legacy Forged in Service. As President Biden concludes his farewell address and prepares to leave the Oval Office for the final time, he does so with a legacy defined by service, resilience, and an unwavering belief in the promise of America. His presidency has been a testament to the enduring power of empathy, the importance of unity, and the need for principled leadership in a time of unprecedented challenges. His farewell address, a poignant reminder of the fragility of democracy and the importance of civic engagement, will serve as a roadmap for future generations. It will be a call to action, urging Americans to embrace their shared responsibility to create a more just, equitable, and prosperous nation for all. As we reflect on his presidency and the words he shared in his farewell address, let us remember the lessons learned, the progress achieved, and the importance of continuing the work to build a more perfect union. The future of our nation depends on it.